video series, reflection series, part 4. It's been a long time since we've actually done one of these, so I apologize for the delay. But life happens. So I really thought it was important that we stay current in the pandemic, even though it looks like we may be on our way up out of this thing pretty soon, which is phenomenal news. But I got to thinking, what is our responsibility or our role in being socially supportive to others, right? And then the next question in my mind was, how much support do we owe to our inner circles? And can it truly affect them one way or the other? So we're going to try to dive into that a little bit. Remember, before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, In the Mind of Gary. Please follow us on Instagram, ITMOG, In the Mind of Gary. Follow us on Facebook, ITMOG, In the Mind of Gary. All the support is welcome and greatly appreciated. So first, with every one of these reflection videos that I do, I always start with the definition of what we're discussing. So the definition of social support is the physical and emotional comfort given to us by our friends, family, co-workers, and others. That is the definition, the true definition of social support. Because at the end of the day, we all need people who we can depend on during both good times and bad, right? Maintaining a social supportive network is hard work. And it's something that requires an ongoing effort over time. And it requires a lot of help, right? So that is the definition. But now I'm going to give you the definition. The definition, which is basically the Black definition of social support. Social support is basically a community of associates and friends, families that are expected to rise with you, or you are considered a hater. So unfortunately, in my community, if we are almost our mind is almost formatted to only think that people support us if they're in our corner or if they display verbal support. Otherwise, we kind of think of them as haters if they don't go all out for us in support. But there's a lot of different ways to support somebody, right? And we're gonna dive into that. Actually, let's get into that right now. So there's 4 types of social support. Okay, the first type of social support is emotional support. And that is when you're being around for a few days, week or weeks after some sort of life-altering event. Okay, the second is practical help. This is the assistance one gives in the form of tangible resources, food, service, money, anything like that that can help you throughout your daily life. Okay. The third possible type of support is the sharing of your point of view. Lending your point of view into a situation that brings a new perspective to a person that they would not have already ordinarily considered. Okay, that's something that is common. And the fourth one is sharing of information. That is factual information given about a particular event. Those are your 4 types of social support. Remember though, social support cannot be met by just one particular person. So you shouldn't be expecting social support from one friend or one family member. It's a grouping, okay? And the best support comes from the people that are closest to you. So remember that. It's important to understand that social support, the reason why social support is so important and we don't discuss is because social support is linked to mental illness, right? So it's a fact that social support is, the clinical research shows that depressed individuals have a lower level of social support than folks that are not currently depressed. So this can be critical in one objective request, and I apologize for the dimming of the light in here. I broke my lighting, so you're gonna have to bear with me with the darkness today. But I apologize. I promise you I'll get it done. I'll get it fixed for the next one. So that's important to know, that social support is linked to mental illness. So being supportive of your family, close person, close friend, close associate is imperative. It's very important, no matter how small or big. Support your brother, support your sister, support your loved one. Okay? How to improve your social networks. So we've gone over what social support is, how it can affect you, but now let's go over how to improve your social network. Since it's so important, we need to know how to improve it. First thing is, don't be afraid to take social risk. Be open to new networks. Get more from the support that you already have. But don't lean too heavy on them in the risk of overwhelming them. Meaning, if you already have friends, if you already have a network, get them to show you how to build through their network, okay? To give you more than what they are already sharing with you. Also, ask for help. Tell your current circle to introduce you to new people that will broaden the network that you already have made for yourself. We're scared to ask for help. And I'm sorry to say it. Don't be scared to ask for help. Make a plan. Think of the kind of support that you need. And find ways to receive that kind of support specifically. For example, if you need support with daily life issues, then you need to find people in your circle who can provide things that you need for your daily life, such as food. Then you need to find friends or circle or networks that can provide you with food, money, so on and so on. Specifically, find what specifically need you have and fulfill that niche. Okay? So that's my little tidbit on social support. If you have a close friend that you consistently confide in, then you need to know that you hold a certain level of power in determining the achievements of that person that you are supporting. Let me say that again. If you have a close friend that you consistently confide in or consistently confides in you, then you need to know that you hold a certain level of power in determining the achievements of the person that you are supporting or being supported by. Okay? So here's the sum up. Here's an example. If you have friends, let's just say, who have a podcast or YouTube pages or anything that is being done to either financially impact their lives or socially impact their lives, and you are not subscribed or giving helpful resources or feedback, then you must ask yourself, what type of supportive engine am I truly in their life? And then you also need to look at it vice versa. What type of supportive engine are they in your life? And are these folks that you need around you? And do they hold a necessary presence? So you think about that when people ask you to support them, or when you need support and you have to ask people to support you. Think about those things and remember that in my mind, it sounds good, but it's only good if it's helpful to you. So remember, please support the channel, YouTube, In the Mind of Gary, Instagram, Facebook, Go to Spotify to get our podcasts. Be blessed. Stay safe. And understand that you have value to yourself and you have value to other people around you.